Hey guys, Crystal Grace, welcome back to another pick a card reading. So this one is going to be all about how do people see you and what do they think about you regarding how they see you. So pile number 1, we have the High Priestess. For pile number 2, what card will we have for them? The Page of Cups. Pile number 3, we have the Ace of Swords. So we have a giraffe, we have a parrot, and we have like the Invisible Man. Okay, so pile 1, the High Priestess, pile 2, the Page of Cups, and pile 3, the Ace of Swords. So quick disclaimer why you are connecting with the imagery or the card itself. If a reading starts to trigger you or upset you, please just opt out and trust the fact that this is not the reading for you. I never sit here and make my intentions that I'm going to ruin, pile 1's 2 or 3's day. That is not why I do this. I do this to, to be honest, I do this to stay on the straight and narrow because I need a hobby, because I have a lot of free time working in mining. So you can imagine if you've got a lot of free time, one's going to go and do things that isn't that great for their body. So this is why I do what I do. Plus it's super fun. I love connecting with you guys. It actually brings me a lot of joy. I don't do this because I'm Satan. Alrighty, so that is my spiel. Let's go. Let's get into pile number 1. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So the High Priestess was obviously shuffled out of the deck to represent your pile. So we're going to jump straight into this reading. Naturally, you're going to know if you align with the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is somebody who's very intuitively gifted. Psychics are also known as High Priestess. I kind of feel like for a lot of you, like you sit on a throne because you're very confident in your intuition, you're very confident in your spirituality, you're very confident in who you are, what you represent. So if you aren't that, then it's probably not your pile. But I definitely feel like, because we're asking the question, how do people see you? What do they think about you? I feel like they see you like this. Not a giraffe, half head, like a giraffe head and a body of a human. But they see you very well versed. So she's got, for some of you, I kind of feel like you have upskilled your wisdom through like documentaries, like watching TV, YouTube, whatever. For others of you, there's a lot of literature here. Either way, it's literature. So I definitely feel like people see you as somebody who is very educated, and you're educated in many different areas of life. You could be a lot older here, or people view you as somebody or see you as somebody who's a lot older than what they actually are. Like for somebody, you've got a lot of knowledge for the age that you are, and it doesn't matter what age you are. And then for some of you, you are like in your 50s, your 60s here, some of you in your 70s. So people just see you as like wise counsel. The High Priestess are definitely individuals who are you go to kind of people to seek advice, seek guidance. So I definitely feel like people see you as somebody who is like some type of like counselor here. And here is the cat. Please don't abuse me in the comments about the cat. Some people are so aggressive. Anyway, I feel like maybe some of you people who have picked this pile, you might deal with people like who just kick off or blow up over things that aren't really necessary. I've been at work all day, so she's definitely not going to shoo her away. Yeah, and look, like I definitely feel like you all have a very witchy vibe here, very spiritual vibe. If you're not spiritual, like I would question why you watch tarot, but I wouldn't question it. I would giggle to myself. But I feel like you have a very specific spiritual look. So I feel like people see you as somebody who is very religious or spiritual. Take that as it resonates. So what do they think about that? That's what I want to find out. I feel for this pile, let's find out what they think about your spirituality, your religion. Let's find out what they think about the guidance that you provide, the knowledge that you have. And I think that'll be a nice energy check-in for this read for you guys. So, was the tarot cards. What you doing, little puppy? Are you going to sit there and be annoying? Might just spread this out. We've got a couch potato. We're not going to use those cards. Okay. Cool. All right, so what do they think about this high priestess? We have the Tower. Holy moly. What do they think about the high priestess? We have the Lovers. Holy moly. Okay, I'm going to take these. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. Super positive energy is the overall. So what they think about, you know, the knowledge that you have, like your religion, your spirituality, like they actually, I feel like, and even the Seven of Cups here, this gives me the strong indication. A lot of you may be quite surprised to learn this, but what people think about you in this High Priestess energy part one, like how they see you and then what they think of what they see when they engage in conversations or observations of you, is that they get to learn that you are a Queen of Cups. Like you're very emotionally intelligent, you're empathetic, you're very caring, you're very loving, you're very nurturing. So although you may have this very like quirky kind of appearance, some of you, and you might look a bit off center at times, I think once they see what you're doing, the afterthoughts of it, or once they learn what you're doing or what you're involved in, the afterthoughts of it is very, very positive here with like the Queen of Cups. You're somebody who's very emotionally attuned to yourself and to those around you as well, is what I'm picking up. What are you doing? It's so random. Now, interesting to have the Tower, the Lovers, the Three of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. So I definitely feel like for some of you, what people think about you in regards to the Tower is, I feel like what they think about what they see is quite shocking. And I feel like the Tower is representing the initial observation, the initial thought is like, what the fuck? Like, because a lot of people who aren't spiritual, like you tell them, like, you can imagine when I tell people what I'm doing here, they'd be like, you're cooked, like, you know, you've taken too many drugs or whatever. Like that's normally how a very closed-minded individual would react and respond to spiritual people, high priestess. So I feel like with the Tower card here, their initial reaction is quite shocking. They're like quite toxic about the way what they're seeing. Their initial thought is quite toxic, is what I feel with the Tower. Then we move on to the Lovers, right? And I think it's interesting to see the Seven of Cups over there, but the Three of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Kat, you are really... Don't do leggies on the camera. It's gross. No leg spreads. You're too cute. Look at you. Can we just slide you back? Yes. Good girl. I'm seeing a sequence here and I really need to get it out. Now I understand why people are like, get rid of the cat, you get distracted. Yeah, I know, but look at it. She's just so cute. Move your little feet. Okay, so what I'm seeing here right, is what they think about this is that you may not pursue certain relationships and connections because you are so intuitive. I feel like what people think about your spirituality, your wisdom, your level of experience is that you've walked away from so many romantic relationships because you are highly intuitive, that you knew you were going to just be, when you're an option here with the Seven of Cups is what people think about you. Like, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. So it kind of gives me the impression, the main message I need to tell you all is that if you are very single, pile one, like if you find like it's hard to meet people and pursue connections with them, maybe they walk away first, because what they think about your religion, your spirituality here is that you are aware when you're an option or a choice, whatever, however you want to put it. So people can't put you in third party situations. You can, like, it's innate. Your intuition will be like, nah, this person's not showing up for me. So people, what they think about your spirituality and your religion here, specifically suitors, romantic interest with the lovers coming out, is that people can't cheat on you. They can't try and play you, mess with you, because you can pick up when there's other people on the scene with suitors, right? You can pick up when they are becoming very indecisive as to whether or not they're going to pursue a connection with you. You can pick up that this person isn't going to make the effort, put in the work, or invest time and energy into you. So on top of that, with the Queen of Swords, what they think about that as well, pile one, is that Queen of Swords, like, look at this bear, like, she's got two swords up in the air, she'll be like, I'll chop your fucking head off. So I kind of feel like these people deter from pursuing relationships with you. So how do people see you? They see you as somebody who's very spiritual, very connected to the higher realms. Are you okay? You're lucky you're a cat, not an actual baby, because that would have been really bad. Anyway, I don't know if I am so bad for laughing. Anyway, yeah, so that's sort of the vibe I'm getting here. I definitely feel like there is this strong energy around a lot of you, is that people can see how amazing you are, but they can also see that they cannot fuck with you and your vibe. Like, you will pack your shit and leave. And even some of you may, like, I don't know if you're into tea here or drinking like alcohol or whatever, but you could be a person who after a few drinks would just bail on people because your intuition is telling you like these people are like a toxic, so that's sort of what I'm picking up here. What else? Yeah, I'm kind of going to leave it there. I'm just going to do a short video because I've been in the mine all day and I'm just sort of felt like doing a vid. But yeah, sending much love and light, and I'll move on to pile 2 now. Bye. Pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So those of you who chose the Page of Cups. So how do people see you and what do they think about it? So how I'm going to roll with this reading, just based off how I interacted with pile 1s, is they see you in the Page of Cups energy, okay? And then we're going to just pull cards to find out, well, what do they think about what they see? Now, when I think about the Page of Cups, it's the best way of putting this. Page of Cups is somebody in a very young energy, very immature in the sense of like it could be physical immaturity, or some people may see you as a little bit immature at times when it comes to emotional intelligence. So don't rip my head off just yet. there is a like a quirkiness to you. You're very alternative. Like you have a very unique energy about you. And I feel like it may not be an emotional immaturity. It could be an emotional detachment to things, to people. So people might see you as somebody who is like, I'm looking at the wings here, is quick to fly away from situations without becoming emotionally vulnerable or something like that. There's also a fish in a soup here. So when I think about fish, and I've always saw like, I'm not going to go there because we're not talking about that energy, but fish are slippery and they get away really quickly, right? They swim fast away, like they get scared. So I feel like maybe people see you as somebody who fears emotional intimacy. And when people start getting close to you, you sort of flicker away, you swim away. Some of you are seen at like that at this point in time. I'm actually getting a thought in my mind about something that sort of crossed my mind. I feel like for a lot of you, people might see you as somebody who is not interested in them. So if you've got potential suitors around you, people that you thought were into you but weren't taking action, and so you're not the kind of person, I feel, with this Page of Cups who chase people. You don't chase people. If people aren't showing you interest and, keeping the conversation going, I feel like you get easily distracted or bored with that. So you don't invest your time and energy in that. So people either see you like that or that's exactly what's going on here. So people see you as somebody who's not interested in them. I actually feel like if you've got a lot of suitors around you, especially people who are maybe a lot younger than you or around the same age, because you don't chase and you don't like flirt over the top and you don't really say, hey, I really like you. I feel like people are currently seeing you, pile 2, as a person who is not emotionally available. Like you're not interested in pursuing romantic connections at this time. Like you might be right to go out for dinner or something like that, a quick catch up or a chat. But there is this energy about you where I feel like people are currently seeing you as somebody who's happy to be alone, to eat alone, to go out on your own, to travel alone. Wings for me are as a sign of travel, right? So I kind of get this vibe based off this Page of Cups. The message you need to hear with this reading, as it's just an energy check-in, not a super long one, but people currently seeing you as not interested in them romantically. Like you're hard to get, you're hard to catch. You seem to be everywhere but nowhere at the same time. Like I think you may have a lot of crushes on you or potential crushes, and that may come as a surprise to some of you, but I feel pretty confident it won't. People are into you, but because they're not really declaring it, I don't know if you guys are like, well, they've got to tell me that they like me. I'm not going to assume. Maybe you guys are still processing learning social cues, romantic cues, because they're really hard to see. Like I would say, it's hard to tell if somebody likes you or not. Especially now, I feel it can be. So I don't know. Maybe you guys aren't really experienced in this area, hence would make sense with the emotional immaturity or like lack of experience. So I feel like how people see you at the moment is that for some of you, people see you as somebody who lacks experience in the dating scene, that you aren't aware when people are into you. People may see you as somebody who needs to be like sort of whacked over the head and said, I like you. Like, and then for others of you, it's like you're emotionally unavailable, like you're not interested. Like, so that's what I feel. Now, what do they think about this? Let's find out. What are they thinking? if this is how they're seeing you. Like, I don't know. I'm seeing 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, like sadness, 3 of Swords. Let's be interesting to see what comes out. What do they think? That's a lot. That's too many. I'm going to put these ones back. 2 more. What do they think about this? Yeah, 7 of Wands. See, that's all about setting boundaries, putting your walls up. You know, like even the imagery on this card, right? Yeah, seeing the star, you're really far away. Like they could be thinking that you are like this because you need to heal from something as well here, something that's quite emotional. But the imagery here with this 7 of Wands is like a little bit like the Invisible Man. Like, people can't read your face. There's no face on this person. So what do they think about this as overall energy? Is that you're a hard person to read. Like, people don't know if you like them or not. You don't really give much with your facial expressions is what they think about it. So maybe these people are trying to look for social cues or physical cues on you, pile 2, but they get nothing. Like they can't tell if you're into them or not. That's funny. Let's see. We've got the Page of Swords, 3 of Swords. It came out. 5 of Cups. Stop. This is why I love shuffling on the camera. Imagine if we got the 5 of Pentacles, but that's fucking crazy. Excuse me, French. My French. I don't know why we say that, but Page of Swords. What do they think about it? Look, I personally feel like with the Page of Swords, what these people think about it is like, some of you people think after what they see and how you act, like you need to go and learn how to engage with romantic suitors. Like you need to go and study up on how to pinpoint when somebody is actively trying to pursue you. But I actually feel like a lot of you need a big old flag, a white flag from somebody, or somebody to hold a sign saying, I like you, in order for you to know that it's okay to send a text. I feel like you guys are very on guard with the 7 of Wands here about, I don't want to over text. Like I don't want to, although I want to text this person, I better not, because I don't know if they're into me. And these people on the other end of this receiving line with you, pile 2, are probably thinking the same, right? Hello. So yeah, the Page of Swords, I kind of feel like what they think about it, it makes, Page of Swords is heavily linked with curiosity as well. And like, as I mentioned, studies. So some people think, what they think about this behavior is it makes them want to get to know you more and understand why you are behaving the way that you behave. Now, the 3 of Swords, what they may think about it, and the 5 of Cups, it definitely reiterates and confirms the fact that these people do think what they see and how you act and behave in romantic situations here is because you have been hurt, you have been let down in relationships. Like people have either, some of you have been cheated on here with the 3 of Swords. Maybe you've lost a loved one, like a partner, somebody that you were destined to be, you know, in a long-term relationship with. 5 of Cups talks about a form of depression and loss as well. These two energies are very, very similar. So I definitely feel what these people think about your behavior is that you have had some really unlucky experiences in love and people letting you down. And, you know, coming back to that energy about the fish, like maybe it's the fact that what they think about it is you act the same way as what you have received, like in regards to treatment in the past. You know, with the 5 of Cups, so what they may also think here is like, yeah, okay, things didn't work out in the past, but not everyone behaves like this person that did you wrong in the past as well, is what some of these people could be thinking. But people are trying to give to you here, you know, what they're thinking about this situation, or like what they've saw with you recently is like, well, this must be like the 3 of Swords must be why pile 2 isn't taking my cake, isn't coming out for dinner with me, isn't asking me to go out for dinner with them. You might be quite surprised to learn that there are people in your vicinity, in your environments, that actually want to go and grab a bite to eat with you here. I feel like a lot of you'd be quite shocked to learn this. Now with the Fool here, I feel like what they think here is that it's more about like what these people's energy coming through, what they think is more about what you need to overcome this emotional like vulnerability or this emotional detachment or this emotional immaturity in how you're reacting or responding to things. So these people might view you as somebody who's emotionally immature because they're trying to like date you or they're trying to get your attention, but you're just so caught up maybe in this Three of Swords energy, like you're not moving on. You've got your walls up. So I guess that would probably explain for some of you the emotional immaturity, because that's not the best thing to have to sit here and say or even hear. But at the end of the day, pile 2, we're all emotionally immature at times, like 100%. No one is a saint. So the Fool here definitely tells me some of you, these people are thinking that you do need more adventure and like random activities, hobbies, whatever. And for others of you, people may be thinking like, you're too focused on going out and doing random stuff with friends. This gives me a real friendship vibe, like a dog and a frog would never really hang out really unless they were friends. So it kind of gives me a vibe like dogs are all about friendship as well here. So the Fool gives me this indication that these people are thinking like if only they could take you out on adventure, so like, you know, establish the connection on a friendship level, maybe that will help you feel more comfortable to let your guard down, is what they could be thinking in regards to what they're seeing. And maybe like put you in an environment where they can see a different version of you as well. So maybe these people you work with or you go to school with, I definitely feel like this quirkiness that you have, the energy in the Page of Cups, moves us to the Nine of Cups in regards to what people are thinking when what they see about you is like, you are very unique in your own energy. And I think although there is this emotional vulnerability or this like energy about you, it definitely makes people like you more because you're not easy to get. Like it's like, I feel like there is a bit of a chase going on here, but you don't even know there's people chasing you, is what I actually feel, because maybe you guys are dabbling into some kind of hobby here, art and crafts, so you're kind of just focused on other things in life, and we see that with the Fool here. So people could be thinking that with the Nine of Cups, like all of this actually makes you quite adored. Like people see a very sweet energy here, even though like it's, I don't know if sweet energy is the right wording here, pile 2, but it's like, you know, you're not smothering, you're not clingy, you're not codependent, you're not obsessive, like you're not blowing up these people's phones. Like to be honest, they probably do want you to blow up their phone, but you're not. Like you're like the invisible gal. But it's funny, we're going to move on to pile 3 now, and like the only reason why I think that's funny is because this looks like the invisible person. So I don't know if there's going to be a crossover here. I don't normally say that, but there could be. So yeah, that is what I have here. Let me know down in the comments if you like that. Sending much love and light. Bye. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So how we're going to roll with this reading is because we had a card shuffle out of the deck to represent how people see you. So we're going to tap into that energy of the Ace of Swords, and then we will pull tarot in regards to what they think about what they see. Now, when I think about the Ace of Swords, it's a card that is definitely linked to you know, new ideas, somebody seeking clarity, somebody who's very decisive. However, the imagery on this card seems like invisible man a little bit, in the sense like I want to be seen in this pink shirt, but I don't want to be seen, you know, like it could even be like I've got a new idea, I've got a vision, but I don't really know what I'm doing, is sort of the vibe. Like I want to go here and I want to go there, but I'm really not sure how to get there. And I'm not really a poet kind of person. So I feel like a lot of people might see you as somebody who's quite gifted. Like you are a person who can come up with new ideas. You are a person who has a lot of like sound clarity or sound advice, can provide sound advice. You're a person who's quite, I'm even seeing King of Wands in my third eye. So you could be quite like the visionary, like a really good leader as well. Like you're a person who always speaks the truth. The Ace of Swords is all about the truth. Music, there is something to do with music as well here. I'm seeing this cactus here as like a musical instrument for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I definitely feel like people see you as somebody who is highly intelligent, who always speaks the truth, has a lot of ideas, has a lot of visions. You could be like clairvoyant, okay? So people may see you as somebody who, I don't know if they see you as somebody who gets inspired by those around them, or they see you as somebody who a lot of people get inspired by. Like you inspire a lot of people to maybe excel in life, to maybe chase goals and dreams here. But yeah, I definitely feel like you could be a person that has had a lot of like changes in life, in all your areas of life. And you know, when we think about this imagery here, there's a lot of color. So I feel like people may see you as somebody who inspires others to aim bigger in life, to like bring more color and excitement and more change and more fun in their life. Like you can't be pinned down. I feel like people see you as somebody who can't be pinned down. You've had a lot of change is what I feel. And I'm even seeing the death card in my third eye now. So you may be people who have had a lot of transformation. So people may see you as somebody who's had to like learn things the hard way, who's had to face like the truth of the matter or the truth of matters. So maybe you've gone through a lot of trials and tribulations, or at least this is how people see you. So you're always working from a higher like vibration now, like as opposed to a lower vibration as well. I feel like whatever people see you as somebody who is very committed to themselves, committed to their happiness, committed to the truth of any situation. Like if it's not the truth, pile three won't want to hear it. Like, so maybe a lot of you are seen as people who don't get involved in gossip, who don't want to dabble in like toxic, like low vibrational conversations about, you know, Rhonda down the road hooking up with Joan and John and in an orgy or whatever. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, even if the conversation is like scandalous, I feel like a lot of people see you as somebody who's like, no, I don't think we should be talking about that. Like you might be seen as people who'd prefer to talk about themselves here. You know, I'm seeing a very showy kind of energy here. Some people may see you as somebody who's a bit of a show off with your material items here. I'm also seeing a pool party items here. Like, you know, those floaty things like a flamingo you might sit on floating around in a pool. But there is something quite superficial here, very glamorous. So people might see you as somebody who prefers the high life as opposed to like, you know, I'm not going to say low life, because some people have a high life and don't chase money. But I feel like you may have a very strong affiliation with money. Like you like money or you love money and you like to have lots of it. You like to socialize. You like to go out and meet different people. You don't like to just stay in the one cliquey group. I feel like you like variety, or at least this is how people see you. All right, so that's the energy check-in, how they see you. Let's find out what they think about what they see. What do these people think about pile 3 regarding this? We have the 4 of Wands as the overall energy, so that's great. That talks about, like, I feel like that last message. 3 of Wands, King of Pentacles. There's the high life. Knight of Swords, there's that communication. 8 of Swords and the 4 of Cups, right? So what do people think? Overall energy here, I'm loving the 4 of Wands. So I definitely feel like the main message I'm getting here is like, you have a very happy home life because of what you portray, what you bring to the world, what you bring to relationships, friendships, whatever. I think because you stay true to yourself, what people think about, what they see, what you represent, is that you have a very happy home life. You have a very happy friendship circle. You might have a very large friendship circle, and although these friends don't know each other, people may think that you would have that. I also think people think with the 4 of Wands is that you are the kind of person who can literally go to any kind of social event and talk to any kind of person. And that's because you're quite fabulous here. I'm seeing a very big extroverted sort of energy. Because you're very confident, because you're always speaking the truth and the honest, like bringing honesty out of everyone in every situation, people feel very comfortable to take you anywhere. I feel like people, what's the way of putting it? What they think about you is you're a person that you could take home to your parents because you represent, like, we have the King of Pentacles here, which tells me what people think about this behavior is like you are very high, like you're highly independent in your finances, in your like social well-being. You're just a very abundant person here. So overall, what people think about you, pile number 3, is you're a catch in the sense that you could go home with anyone and meet their parents and their parents would fall in love with you. Okay. But I also feel a lot of you, if you're like, no, I'm completely single, which we'll get to that with the 4 of Cups, but hey Kat, I feel like, you know, 4 of Wands is all about celebrations, weddings, engagements. So I also think people may think based off that, like, why isn't pile 3 married? You know, why haven't they got engaged yet? Like, you know, when are they moving in with their partner if you are already in a relationship? Come on off. All right, now 3 of Wands. So we have a bit of traveling going on here to the lighthouse. I'm being more called to the lighthouse, but there's also a moon in this 3 of Wands. So what am I picking up here? I kind of feel like with the 3 of Wands, got some pens there. 3 of Wands is about planning and travel, but I have this inkling you shine a light because of all your traveling that you've done, all the patience you've had to, like, I don't know, withhold in certain situations. You've had to wait on a lot of people and maybe a lot of experiences. And because of that, what people think about, like, what they think is like maybe because you've had to shine a light on a lot of things whilst traveling. The moon is a representation of like hidden information as well. So back to this page, Ace of Swords in regards to the truth telling. I would say that this 3 of Wands, what people think about you is that you shine a light on hidden knowledge, hidden emotions, right? The moon's all about emotional, you know, energy. And I kind of feel like what people think about this Ace of Swords energy is that they can't, like, nothing can be hidden from you because you have already like gone down many different paths. You can shine a light on things that people may not be able to see or may not think you can see. So a little bit of psychic energy there. Now the King of Pentacles, Saturn is also here. I feel like a lot of people might think you have a lot of good karma. Like based off what you're doing here, what they see, you're very vibrant, you're out there doing this, doing that, got a lot of money in the bank. I feel like with the King of Pentacles, what they think about that is you've got a lot of positive karma in this life with money. and independence as well. Like you are very self-sufficient. You don't need anyone. You're quite happy and content on your own is what I feel with this King of Pentacles. So what are they thinking with the Knight of Swords? Look, Knight of Swords is somebody who can have commitment issues. So, you know, there could be that energy there for some of you, what they think about what they see. You have commitment issues if you aren't married yet or you aren't pursuing relationships to a deeper level. People may be thinking about that. But they could also be thinking like, you don't want that. You don't need that. Like, maybe they think that you're waiting on a certain King of Pentacles to enter your life. Where is this other card? So yeah, but the Knight of Swords for me is a communication card. It's very witty energy as well. So what they think about you is you're a person who's maybe had to have, you know, a lot of like different kinds of conversations over the course of your lifetime that have put you in a state of like entrapment here, which is why they see you as the way they see you now. So I feel like this has got to do with past energy here. I also feel like with the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Four of Cups, people, what they think because of what they see is that maybe you have commitment issues because you don't want to give up the high life of the King of Pentacles. Like naturally, when you invite somebody into your home to share, like obviously, decisions have to be made with somebody else or something like that. So I kind of feel like for some of you, what people think about you, what in regards to what they're seeing, especially if you promote single life, is that you have commitment issues because you feel relationships keep you trapped and locked away, and you also get very bored in relationships, and that is why you're like the invisible man. Like, I'm over here, look at me, but I don't want to be in a relationship is sort of what some people may see here with some of you. Like you want to be seen, but you don't want to be seen. You want to be in a relationship, but you don't want to be in a relationship is what I feel these people, or how they're viewing you or seeing you and what they're thinking about that. And I think why they think you, one minute you want to be in a relationship, but next you don't, is because you do have this sense of feeling of entrapment. You do get bored easily is what they think in regards to what they see. So maybe some of you have a new boyfriend, new girlfriend, or a them partner every like week. You might have somebody, a new crush. Oh, I like this person, and the next minute, no, I don't like them anymore. I want to stay single. That kind of energy is sort of what I'm picking up here. Yeah, I would definitely say I'm pretty confident with that message. As I said in the other piles, this was just going to be a quick energy check-in, but I'm going to leave it there. Sending much love and light. Bye.